Hello, Physics 20, and welcome to your very first workspace. My name's Kyle Brown. I'm the one who's going to be, you're going to get tired of my voice. You're going to listen to a lot of videos with me in this course. Um, I just want to go through this first workspace here and just kind of how this works. You might look at it and be like, what? What does that mean? It's all pretty straightforward and it'll make sense here in a second. But very first, something I'd like to do though is just say thank you to Ron Light and Aaron Kwalchuk for helping to develop a lot of the materials in this course. Here's an example of something that you guys will be doing. This must have taken really a lifetime to do all this work that they did. So he's got that. This is the general form that you're going to be doing. You'll be doing this one later. And then they've also made these amazing keys that go along with it as well, which again would have taken just, I don't know how long to actually do all of that. So I just want to say thank you to them. All right. So the way this first workspace works, this is for kinematics part one. Kinematics is the only unit that's going to be split up into two parts just because it's a little bit long and a lot of lessons. Um, you'll see that all of these workspaces, if you look at the top here, the first one is goals. So if you look at the goals here, and I look down, you're going to see this is where this video is going to be embedded. You already obviously pushed this one. And then below that, I've just got everything that you are going to do in this workspace. So there's just introduction. You'll do uncertainty, sig digs, and those things. And then lesson 1 all the way to lesson 9, it just says what you're going to do. That's pretty much it for the goals part. You don't really click on anything there. And then resources, this is where the bulk of everything is going to be. I made this very first card here. I made this with really two packages here. There's a package that has every booklet that you're going to do. So if you click on that, oh, why it does that? It always switches my account before I can do it. Anyway, it's got everything all in one thing. So you can see it's 73 pages. It might be a bit, I don't know if you have a giant staple that can go through all that. But if you want to, you can print it all off at once like that. The other thing that you might want to do is the review. That's the other thing that you'd have to print for this course. But that's pretty much it. That'd be all of the printing you would have to do if you want to do that right off the bat. Um, and then below that, this is where the lesson starts. So introduction, this is the very first lesson here. So at the beginning, I tell you what we're going to cover in this lesson. Here's just a picture I took of it just so you can kind of get an idea or remember if you want to go back to it what it was. And then you'd click here, that's lesson 0, introduction. And then you click into that and then watch the two videos that go along with it. One thing I just want to show you though is if you do click into this, and you can see that in here, so this is the first lesson, right? If you click, I've embedded videos right into the documents, right into these PDF documents. So if you click here, it's going to bring you to this YouTube channel. What we're going to do is we're going to go into it. And then it's me walking through that assignment. So I go through it. You've also got these playlists that go down the side, right? So you can kind of just follow along with those. All right. Hopefully that made sense. Oh, now I can't go back. Workspace. All right. Okay, and then yeah, so that's it. So pretty much do these in order. So that one's first. The second thing that we're going to do is transposing formulas. So you're going to go through and for this one, you actually just go to a piece of paper and follow along with me. There's just some review of algebra skills. And then lesson 1 starts here. So this is really where the physics starts. So you're going to be doing average speed first, and then lesson 2, displacement, velocity. We do some graphing. There's a lab that we're going to do. You can see I made 2 videos of doing the lab. Yeah, and it just goes all the way down. It's pretty long, all the way down until you get to lesson 9, right? And then the last thing I have on this column is lessons 1 to 9, doomsday test. That's what I'm going to call them, doomsday test, review. So I've given you, this is that review package that was also at the very top here if you wanted to print it off there. Okay, and then evidence, this is where you're going to show your teacher what you've done. So the introduction part of it. For this one, if you click this playlist, I've got some videos that walk through the answers of this introduction. You can kind of see how this one's yellow and then this one's yellow. It's because they go together. I know it kind of sucks that they're all kind of like, this one's over top of that one. But if you kind of keep track of the symbols here, I've made them um, kind of go together there. So you can see this is going to be the answers for this and yeah, and that one. I'll make that one yellow later. Um, and then if you go down to lesson 1, this is the lesson 1 assignment key. So if you click on this, you can have the answer key if you just click on this link, and then the video that I made is right here. The only reason why I did it that way is because for some reason on the evidence column, you can only put one link in here. I can only put one thing in here. So that's how I kind of got around that, if you're wondering why I did that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can see that as you go through, though, I've got to lesson 4. And then lesson 1 to 4 quiz all of a sudden pops up. So what you're going to do when you get to this lesson 4 quiz is I've given you instructions here. So you're going to go to your teacher to get this quiz. Or if you're maybe at like a remote school or your teacher just likes to do things on like online as much as possible, then you're going to get them to unlock this card where you can see there's a link to it. But you wouldn't see this card until your teacher unlocks it. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. Goes all the way down until you can see this is our last quiz, 7 to 9 quiz, and then lessons 1 to 9 test. And then again, you just have to get your teacher to either unlock it or give you the test. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Good luck with this course, guys.